Hey, Chris Mystery cleaning windows of the Fylde coast. So today we've got a little bit of rain, this storm. This is not too bad, to be honest with you. It's spitting in places. In the heaviest of the rain, we'll just sit in the van and wait for it to pass. So we're not too bad, to be honest. So I wanted to have a quick chat with you guys today about advertising and stuff like that. So the power of advertising, if you will. So basically, I had a number of brochures and these cards knocked up about these cards and brochures that sort of match that design knocked up, and with the aim of targeting sort of prestigious homes, so things like mansions and, you know, generally speaking, people with quite a high degree of disposable income. And my initial thought was, you know, this is going to be great, blah, blah, I'm going to get loads back and all this sort of stuff. And if I get one, I'll get a handful. And it didn't quite happen immediately. So that was about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, something like that. And so I put in all these brochures and I delivered them by hand and all this sort of stuff. And effectively waited for a handful of quotes to roll in. Now, I'm not naive enough to think that it would be immediate. I'm not naive enough to think that every single leaflet I put through a door is going to result in a sale. That's just not the way it works. But I expected to see, you know, within maybe 4 or 5 weeks, a handful of inquiries that might lead to potential clients signing on. And yeah, so it basically wasn't to be. And get anything back? And I was a bit like, oh, okay, well, that's 60 quid, you know, done and dusted. Oh, well, we move on. And then, all of a sudden, I'm not kidding, within, like, the last 24 hours, 4 houses on the same street managed to get in touch. And we're asking for quotes, and the assumption from a lot of these customers, these inquiries, so I'll read one out there, and it says inquiring for quarterly cleans, and gave their address as being in Polton, which is where some of these big houses are. And the assumption from the person making the inquiry was that because their property is so big, we're only ever going to want to do quarterly jobs. So I replied to all of these customers, and they all seem to want quarterly cleans. And for me personally, I don't really do quarterly cleans on residential properties. It's not really worth it, to be honest with you, because every 3 months you go back and it's like doing a first clean all over again. And on a property that size, it's no joke. So our policy, generally speaking, is that we offer for residential homes, we offer fortnightly and 4 weekly, mainly 4 weekly, to be honest with you. Most people tend to sort of lean towards that, but with some of the homes that we have on the coast, particularly those right near the Irish Sea, then they tend to want fortnightly, because, you know, every fortnight they can guarantee that at least 2 or 3 inches worth of crap is going to appear on their windows. So yeah, anyway, basically I replied to these people explaining that we offer 4 weekly, generally speaking, for residential houses of any size. And thinking, all right, well, probably, if they want quarterly, they're not going to be interested. And ironically, 3 of the 4 people that got in touch with me immediately responded by email saying that, oh, that's brilliant, we've been looking for someone to do it monthly, but every window cleaner we've spoken to has said it's a lot of work to do every month. And they couldn't fit it in because of where their work and stuff like that. You know, they've got so much work, they couldn't possibly fit it in every month. So the compromise was to do a quarterly clean. And that's fine. If that's how the other guy wanted to operate, then, you know, all power to him, not a drama. But for whatever reason, it seems the guy that was operating on that street, or the company that was operating on that street, decided for whatever reason to not go back. And it seems that all these people en masse of obviously having received our leaflets and all that sort of stuff, have basically decided to get in touch and get another window cleaner. So it just goes to show, just because you put advertising out there, leaflets, social media, word of mouth and all this sort of stuff, chances are that information will go to the back of their mind if they've no immediate need for it, it will go to the back of their mind until such time that, you know, they require another window cleaner. So they may already have, for example, you may the customer that you've potential customer that you've gone to may already have someone lined up, and so the last thing they're going to be looking for is another window cleaner. They've already got one. If they're happy with the guy they've got, they're not going to be looking for anybody. And I always, when I interact with customers or potential customers or anybody that I think might want window cleaning from my company, then what I do is I always make sure that they walk away with a card with some form of advertising with my number on it. And, you know, generally speaking, the interaction will go something along the lines of this. Hi, my name's Chris. I'm expanding my window cleaning around in the local area. I was just wondering if I could give you a card. Now, there's two ways that, generally speaking, a customer is going to respond to you. Oh, that's brilliant. I'll have that. Thanks very much. And they'll take the card off you. Whether they give you a call or not is another matter. But regardless, they take the card off you. And then the other response is, oh, no, we're all right. We've already got one. But my general response to the ones that say no is, well, it's no drama. If you're happy with the guy you've got, no dramas at all. But take my card on the off chance he lets you down. And that's that. They take it away and, you know, maybe bin it or put it in a drawer somewhere. And then all of a sudden, the guy they were relying on before for their window cleaning service, for whatever reason, either doesn't come back, retires, but for whatever reason, doesn't do the window cleaning anymore, right? Now, if you've already given them the card, they're going to remember, or they're more likely to remember the fact that you also offer your services. So always make sure you hand the card over. Don't skimp or anything like that, and just be visible. But yeah, really surprising outcome that from the adverts and all this sort of stuff, the leaflet drops and the brochures and stuff like that we put out. So yeah, lesson learned from me. Like I say, I don't profess to know it all, but it certainly surprised me, to be honest with you, when 4 people in the same street en masse like that. So I suspect the guy that did the window cleaning before has, for whatever reason, decided not to come back. He's either jacked, retired, or is just too busy to do properties that big as part of his round. Worse of, you know, third world problems, eh? Anyway, have a great day, everybody. I'm gonna jump out the van and get absolutely sopping wet. I shall see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye now.